MLL announced at my baby shower that she'd be in the delivery room to make sure I do it right. My husband nodded along. I smiled and said, actually that's perfect. Then I handed her an envelope. I was 7 months pregnant when my mother-in-law decided to host my baby shower. I didn't ask her to, she just took over. The day arrived and everything was pink and frilly, even though I'd told her multiple times we were having a boy. But that wasn't the worst part. Halfway through opening gifts, Linda stood up with a champagne glass. She clinked it loudly until everyone went quiet. I have an announcement, she said, beaming. I'll be in the delivery room with my son and daughter-in-law to make sure everything goes smoothly. My first grandbaby deserves the best start. I felt my face go hot. We'd never discussed this. Not once. I looked at my husband, Mark. He was smiling, nodding along like this was perfectly normal. Linda continued. I raised 3 boys. I know exactly what new mothers need. Plus, someone has to make sure the doctors don't mess anything up. The room laughed nervously. My best friend Jen looked at me with wide eyes. I could feel everyone watching, waiting for my reaction. I took a breath and smiled. Actually, Linda, that's perfect timing. I reached into my bag and pulled out an envelope I'd prepared weeks ago, just in case. I handed it to her. Since you'll be so involved, I thought you should have this. She opened it, confused. Her face went white. It was a bill. Itemized, $2,500 for weekly meal prep and delivery for the first 3 months postpartum, and $800 for overnight care, 3 nights per week for 8 weeks, $3,000 for daytime assistance, 4 hours daily for 12 weeks, plus a $500 administrative fee for coordinating my recovery plan. Total $7,800. The room went dead silent. Linda's hands were shaking. What is this? Her voice came out strangled. Well, I said, still smiling. If you're going to be in the delivery room making decisions about my medical care, I assumed you'd also want to be fully involved in the postpartum period. This is just the cost of the help I'll need, since you're so invested. Mark's face had gone from proud to panicked. Babe, what are you doing? I turned to him calmly. Your mother just announced she'd be in the delivery room without asking me. I'm simply making sure she understands what real involvement looks like. If she wants to be there for the birth, she can be there for the aftermath too. Linda sputtered. I didn't mean. I just thought. You thought you'd override my medical decisions and my privacy without consequences. I asked. My voice was steady now. Clear. Let me be very clear. No one will be in that delivery room except my husband and the medical staff I choose. Period. But Linda, I continued, since you're so generous with your opinions about my pregnancy, my body, and my choices, I thought you'd be equally generous with your time and money afterward. My mother stood up from across the room. She'd been silent this whole time, just watching. She walked over and put her hand on my shoulder. Well said, sweetheart. Then she looked at Linda. Some boundaries need to be set early. This is one of them. Linda looked at Mark desperately. Are you going to let her talk to me like this? Mark opened his mouth then closed it. He looked at me, really looked at me, and I saw the moment he realized he'd messed up. He cleared his throat. Mom, you should have asked first. That wasn't okay. Linda grabbed her purse. I was just trying to help. I'm your mother, and she's my wife, Mark said quietly. And it's her body, her delivery, her choice. Linda stormed out. Half the guests looked uncomfortable. The other half looked like they wanted to applaud. Jen came over and whispered, that was the most badass thing I've ever seen. After the shower, Mark and I had a long conversation. He admitted his mom had been pressuring him for weeks, and he'd been too scared to stand up to her. He apologized, really apologized. We set clear boundaries together. No visitors at the hospital, no unannounced drop-bys after we brought the baby home. All visits scheduled in advance, limited to 2 hours. Linda didn't speak to us for a month. Then one day she called. I'm sorry, she said quietly. I overstepped. I was so excited I forgot this isn't about me. Thank you, I replied. That means a lot. When the baby was born, we sent her a photo from the hospital. She cried happy tears. And when she finally met her grandson, she held him gently and whispered, you have a strong mama. She's going to teach you so much. Last week at a family dinner, someone asked Linda about the delivery. She smiled. I wasn't there, but that's how it should be. Some moments are just for the parents. I caught her eye across the table. She nodded at me, respect in her expression.